All right, welcome to BynX Plays Spelunky. Going back at it. That last one hurt. We found the black market at the end with enough money to pay for what we needed to pay for, and nothing. We got nothing out of it. Other teams are trash. But it's okay. It's okay. I mean, even just getting there, getting decently into the jungle with a shot at getting the a shot at getting the Ankh after not playing for like 17 days or whatever ridiculous number it is. I can't be dissatisfied. Cannot be dissatisfied at all. Just been kicking back. We've been talking a little fantasy football. Fantasy football is great. Had our drafts. Had the first NFL game yesterday. Pretty pogged up. Kansas City Chiefs looking undefeated potential. We were talking about the last day of my California trip while I was gone for 14 days. So well, not the last day, but I think the I don't know, not even close to the last day. One of the last days of our camping trip. So that day was crazy. So on that day we went to the hot springs. We went to go paddling out on this beautiful lake in the mountains. Then we went through this big ass mountain pass, and we took a bunch of really nice stops at cool ass vista points and like little like nature walks. And then our plan that night was to camp in Death fucking Valley. So I had never been to Death Valley. I'd only heard of it, really. But my friend booked us this campsite in Death Valley where there's an alien mailbox. What does that mean? I still don't really know. But basically, we traverse into this desert, and it is the sun's coming down, but you can still tell it's crazy hot. And we're super high up in the mountains, and Death Valley, you just slowly roll down the mountains to get into the actual park, because it's technically a national park, which didn't make any sense to me, but is a fact. So to get into the quote-unquote national... Ooh, doggo. I don't think I had a single doggo that was like easy to get last run. So nice to get one here, especially taking some dumb early damage. So you kind of wind down into the park. And then we must have drove for 30 miles just into this fucking desert. And then not only do we get 30 miles into the desert, then we like cut off the main road and we're on this really... Oh man, I'm going so slow. We cut off the main road and we go into this like shitty little side road. We were kind of making fun of it. We're like, oh, this road is a little bit rough, huh? And then for the last 7 miles, we're on basically just like... oh, I cannot believe... that explosive box... Every single one of those little red blood splatters that separated and missed it would have killed me if it would have hit that box. Because blood blows up explosive boxes, as you know. So then for like 8 miles, we're on this just like packed sand road. And we're driving, and it's like literally... we have to go like 20 miles an hour. And it's pitch black at this point because we wanted to get there when the sun went down, because otherwise it was going to be 122 degrees that day. So we wanted to get there after the sun went down so it wasn't that hot. So we're riding really slow, pitch black. All we can see is the headlights in front of us. And like I said, about 35 miles or 30 miles into Death Valley, this barren wasteland. And there's this middle of this random road. What do we see but 4 hooves on the road in front of us? 4 hooves. I wasn't really paying attention, but my 2 friends, they start screaming in the front. I look up and I'm panicking. The lights go up and there's just this big dumb black donkey just staring directly at the car. Just sitting there like, this big donkey ears, And we were absolutely perplexed, because why do donkeys don't live there? We had so many questions. Why the hell was there a donkey there? Like, what was it doing? How does it survive? Did someone let it out? Was someone riding this donkey and they fell off of it and now it's off? It was 4 donkeys. It was 2 little donkeys and then 2 bigger donkeys, so I'm guessing it was like a family. And mind you, we're in Death Valley where we don't have any internet access, and we also haven't for the last like 3 hours. So we're just sitting there like, modern day solutions. What do? You Google search donkeys and deserts or donkeys in Death Valley, try and get some answers. We didn't have that luxury, so we're just sitting there very confused. Why the hell these donkeys are here? What they're doing there? Are they okay? Like, do we need to do we need to address this? Like, is this bad that there's donkeys here? A lot of questions, very few answers. And afterwards, we did find out that yes, there's about 3,000 wild donkeys that live in Death Valley. Very weird. They like dig holes for water. It was still very confusing to me, but I mean, I guess it checks out. Let's just buy little bombs as a tree. I kind of want paste too. We'll be fine. We'll be fine there. We can turn that into more money later if we need to. So then we're out on this campsite. We find this campsite, and literally the only the only thing we got was GPS coordinates when we were on like it's called like hip camp or something. It's basically like Airbnb for campsites. But like the only I don't need any of that, so it's actually completely okay that I can't get there. Yeah, the only thing we have on this place is GPS coordinates. So we get to the GPS coordinates because we had saved it on our phone, so we didn't need service or anything. All we needed was GPS. And we get to this campsite, and the only thing you can see, like probably about 20 miles back, is just this neon green, like old-timey, like post office box. So that's like all it was. It was just like one like plowed area in the middle of Death Valley with this like neon green post office box that's supposed to be for aliens. So we set up camp. The other crazy thing is that I'd never experienced this before, and it was one of the most like insane experiences I've ever felt. Very, very weird sensation. We get out, right, and the sun had probably set about a half hour ago. But in Death Valley, the sun just bakes the ground so much that when you step out of the car, the air above you doesn't feel that hot, but it's like a convection oven of heat coming from the ground. So we were like just sitting there, and you just felt like this booming rush of heat coming from below you. Very, very unique sensation that I've never felt before. And I was very happy to... Oh man, if that went one higher, I would have been able to be fine. I kind of need the money, so we'll just let Saul take the hit there and... Oh, no! No, stop it, you bully. Yeah, so the ground was like a convection oven. It was this very crazy and unique feeling. And so we stay there all night. We get up super, super early in the morning, and we don't really do much. We just sit around. We, have our vitamins, and we, drink a little bit. We cook some food. We cooked some like burgers on like a butane stove. We just sat around and like talked and just had a really great time because we had no internet service, no nothing to do really. One of the girls I was with, she's a DJ, so she like played like a set. She like brought her DJ out and was like playing a set, and we were just blasting music out of her like nice ass speaker because we're like literally there was no one. Like you look around, there's no lights or anything within like 40 or 50 miles in any direction. Very bizarre. Then we like got up super early the next day. And then we honestly we just we found a hotel room, and then we like stayed in there for like most of that day because it was just so hot. We were kind of like ahead of schedule on what we wanted to do. So we just kind of like chilled and like took a break from activities after we got up like super early that morning because we didn't get very much sleep, to be honest with you. And then we had like the last day of our camping trip / adventure where we went to a place called Slab City. So what this place is, and I'd never heard of it, and I also didn't really look it up before we kind of like ventured there, because I kind of wanted to just like experience the surprise. So what Slab City is, it's in what's called the Bureau of Land Management. So I'd never heard about it before, but apparently it's like somewhat, it's like somewhat relevant or like somewhat frequently seen in California. But what it is, it's essentially, I don't like any of this. Should be fine. I kind of want this money, honestly. Whew. Hopefully there's no vault. I guess I didn't check for a vault, which might have been bad. So the Bureau of Land Management basically is like the owner of valueless, quote unquote, valueless property. So like in things like the Arizona desert and the California desert, there's tons and God damn it. There's tons and tons of land that like no one owns. And it's because it's like it's so like unvaluable. Like there's no value essentially at all um to the land that like they just they they just like no one owns it. It didn't make sense. And there's like squatters' rights there. So like if you go to somewhere on BLM territory, you like mark it off and then you either improve or just like use the land to inhabit it. That it's like technically your land until you leave. So I don't even know. I always thought squatters' rights was like a funny thing that people would say, but I guess it's a real thing. So Slab City is in Bureau of Land Management territory. I do want to get through here, so let's just drop a bomb there, and that should explode a lot. Yeah. Okay, just watch out for that thing on the way back. Let's go get some land, dude. Yeah, you don't want this land. There's no running water. There's nothing. There's absolutely no value to it. You can't grow any crops there. It's just barren wasteland. You can go squat there, but you gotta then live there, which is honestly worse than, you know, paying for actual like real person land. So yeah, it's weird. There's squatters' rights, right? But this place is called Slab City, and it is the craziest place I've ever seen in my entire life. It is a technically lawless land where they don't have any governing body like mayors or anything like that. It's technically governed by the state of California. There's no police force. There's no anything there, right? Because it's Bureau of Land Management. And there's just hundreds and hundreds of trailers that are surrounded by like trash walls. And usually they're all painted like crazy colors. They look like really insane. Just scattered all over this huge area. It's called Slab City because it was a decommissioned military base, and then they got rid of it, so they demolished everything. But the big concrete slabs where all the buildings were laid were there. So that's where a lot of people live, is on top of the slabs. But dude, there is some of the most amazing things. The first one is it's something mountain. I don't really remember the name, but it's this enormous like painted dune, like this huge dune with all these different colors. It was a lot of like really religious stuff that was all over it, but it's some of the most, I don't know, it's absolutely bonkers, the stuff that's in there. Huge artwork. And this is like the only time we really saw a Slab City resident, because it was 100, oh god damn it, it was 118 degrees there. It's like most people weren't really outside. But there is one guy who's like watching the mountain, making sure people kept their masks on, who are like outside taking pictures and just like looking around, and it's just like talking to people for Slab City and accepting donations if they wanted to give it. Most of the other time we didn't really get to interact or see any of the locals, but the other place we went was called East Jesus, and this like it was this art exhibit, this enormous art exhibit, and all the art is just made of trash, like all this like colored random trash, like old car parts and all this crazy stuff. And it sounds like, oh, it's like made of trash, it's like probably dumb. No, it's like high quality, insane looking art all over the place in this crazy little camp. And like people live there too. It's like one of the biggest camps. But like people live in this camp. But we didn't get to see any of them, and it was all closed off to the public. You can go say hi or like meet anyone like you usually can because of COVID. But it's like some of the most fascinating pieces of art I've ever seen. Really like interesting, like controversial stuff with like lots of existentialism type stuff and like anarchist type like writing all over it. Just like big, gorgeous, like kind of art pieces that are supposed to be very symbolic. Just a very cool place. If anyone's watching this video or Goldan, you are ever keen, look up Slab City and specifically East Jesus and look at some of the pictures. You will not be disappointed. This place is bonkers. So we stayed there for a little while, and then we went to this big. Did I? I don't think I saw a chest yet. Oh, there's my chest. I gotta deal with that guy first. That shouldn't be a big deal though. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Yeah, definitely would super recommend. And then there was this big, incredible sand dune that we just like went and saw. That was about a half-hour north of Slab City too. But yeah, that was it. It was a crazy, crazy trip to the desert. I definitely want to try and go back, especially to. That scared the hell out of me. I don't really want to buy anything. I need to save my money for. I need to save my money to get my stuff. Like, the cape is kind of tempting, but I don't feel like I really need the cape. I don't need ropes right now. If there was bombs, I would buy them. Yeah, I guess I just keep going. 25k after. That was such a. If I wouldn't have grabbed the edge like this, I would have died for sure. Well, I wouldn't have died, but I would have lost the health. It was such a cool camping trip. It was very different from anything that I'd ever done. Very like random out of nowhere, and I just had really, really good friends. We just like joked and laughed about a bunch of stuff. We just talked like the whole time because like we didn't really have like our phones to be on, so it was a really cool trip. And then we went to San Diego, and then when I was in San Diego, I partied with like a few other friends. We all got an Airbnb together, and I just partied and drank like a crazy person for like 3 days. So it was good, man. It was one of those really good trips that was very, very necessary. I definitely consider like travel festivals, that kind of thing, like almost like a type of, I wouldn't call it like therapy, but it's like very therapeutic for me. It's very, very good for my mental health. So being able to take some time after a long while like that and actually go out and do it was really important to me. And just to kind of get away from things, get away from work for a while, it meant a lot. So yeah, it was good stuff. And now I'm back and football's on. Oh man, I'm playing Spelunky for potentially millions of people online. That was hell. That was hell, those two guys switching back and forth and shooting. Oh, man, I really don't want to use this. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can use a bomb when I have 5 health already. I don't think I can use it to get Saul. I'm sorry, Saul. Tell you what, though, I do want to collect as much of this money as I can, though. Oh, 2 gems in a row. Look at all these green boys. That's what you love to see right there. Oh, it was good. It was a cool week. It was nice. I haven't really just like spewed out the story like that yet, so that felt really good. But back to Spelunky, you know. We're just here spelunking. We're really trying to get to Yama still. I do gotta say, I don't think that I'm gonna be playing Spelunky 2 right when it comes out anymore. I was planning on getting a capture card and getting the PS4 from Flak because that is what it comes out on first. And then 2 weeks later, it comes out on 2 weeks later it comes out on PC. So that was pretty unfortunate to hear because I am a PC Master Race kind of guy. And I don't own any consoles except for the Nintendo Switch. So I am going to wait, I think, until the 29th to start playing Spelunky 2. Yeah, it just didn't really work out. Consoles all day, every day. Look at this guy. Thought you were cool, Gold Daniel. Switch is OP. Switch, like, if you're, I don't know, Switch is too good. It's like, it's a fantastic handheld system as well as a fantastic console, all rolled into one and cheaper than the rest of them. Oh, look at that shot. Okay, I'm feeling good right here. I'm feeling good. This is gonna be a good run. I'm feeling it. I got 4 health, 37k going into 37k going into the jungle. 5 health, actually, once we get this guy. We get the sweet snake jump. I will not kill this spider because I will kill this spider. I think I need this bomb box. I think I need that bomb box. Oh no! What was I thinking? I knew that would happen. Oh, I'm panicking. I want all these bombs though. Oh, god damn it! No! No! Oh, it's gonna kill him! Oh god. Okay, okay. Okay, I have no bombs left. And I need to kill this guy. This is not the situation you want to be in. Maybe if I can get him... No, but if I get him to chase me, he's going to kill me. What is he doing? Maybe if I can get him to chase me, he can go on those spikes. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's like my only shot. Ugh. Wait, what is he doing? This is so monka, dude. No, no! I'm going for the stomp. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going for the stomp. It was worth it. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. Oh, rip, man, rip. All right, well, we had a good shot at it. I got to remember that arrow trap will kill the shopkeeper because I don't even think about it. It's an important thing to know. I should have just skipped it. I said I was gonna skip it and then I didn't. Over on YouTube, like, subscribe, say what up. Catch me over on Twitch. I appreciate you. BynX out.